Welcome to OIT. This is Dr. Huiyun Li. I am the Program Director of Biology Health Sciences Program. So in the next few minutes, I would like to give you a brief introduction about our program. So I suppose most of you are interested in getting into medical professional after your completion of this degree. So what are some medical postgraduate professional degrees out there? So I'm giving you a list of the options. So for example, very traditional disciplines such as medicine, dentistry, veterinary science, pharmacy, optometry, physical therapy, occupational therapy, or you can even think about going to graduate school after your college. So a Master of Science or even get a PhD. So there are also other options, for example, clinical or research lab technician and or in the industrial lab technician. And some students, they decide to pursue nursing school after their the completion of this biology health science program. So I would like to point out some unique opportunity for our students. So first of all, we have a newly established program with Pacific University up in Portland area. So this is a 3+3 bridge program. So basically what this about is that students can earn a doctoral of pharmacy in 6 years. Right? So this is a program that just recently launched. So we're really excited about this new program. And also, we are going to have a Doctor of Physical Therapy program at Oregon Tech. So if your goal is to get into physical therapy program afterwards, and this will definitely be a great opportunity for you to pursue. And in addition, you can also pursue a dual degree in biology, health science, and medical laboratory science. Okay, so medical laboratory science is a very unique program provided by Oregon Tech. So within this limited time at Oregon Tech, it is doable to get a dual degree in both BHS and medical laboratory science. So now I think most of you are curious about what the courses you will be taking in the next few years. So let me just give you a quick idea. So first of all, there is a list of general education courses that you have to complete. That includes 18 credits of communication, 9 credits of humanities, and 12 credits of social sciences. And in addition, there are a couple math class that you have to complete, including statistics, okay? Science class here refers to physics, right? Physics, a year-long physics is required for our program. And in addition to science, math, and the general education, of course, there are some core biology courses that you have to complete. So there is a total of 75 credits. In addition, the electives. So we have 2 levels of electives that you have to complete. The lower division of biology elective course and the upper division of biology elective courses. Lastly, you do have the option to take some other classes, and those will fall under general electives. So there's a total of 12 credits. For example, you can take more communication courses or even like a business class. Overall, you have to complete 181 credits before you graduate from our program. So now let's look at this biology core courses. As I mentioned earlier, there is a total of 75 credits. So what are these classes? So I divided these classes into 4 groups. So freshman year, sophomore year, junior year, and senior year. If you are a transfer student, of course, you're going to bring in some credits. But I'm just using this to kind of go over all the courses work that you have complete, especially if you are a freshman student, just a graduate from high school, this will be a very standard coursework that you have to complete. So in freshman year, you have to complete a year long of principal biology and the introduction to medical sciences. In the sophomore year, medical microbiology. So medical microbiology is considered the upper biology class. As you can see, the course number is 300. Right? So that's how we define lower level versus higher level. 100, 200 classes are lower level class. 300 and above are upper courses. Now in the chemistry, general chemistry, a year long chemistry is required. You also have to take a Bio 209, which is more like a presentation class, a seminar class. You present a topic of your interest. This is 209. Usually students take that in sophomore year. Junior year is a little bit heavy. In addition to physics, right? Most students take that physics class in the junior year. And you also have to complete human anatomy and physiology. So this is the 300 level human anatomy and physiology. So we emphasize a lot of cadaver dissection in this class. And you have to spend 6 hours in the lab on a weekly basis. Then more chemistry, organic chemistry, a year long as well. The senior year, 2 terms of biochemistry. As you can see that our program emphasizes chemistry quite a lot, from general chemistry to organic chemistry and biochemistry as well. Pathophysiology is required. We have 2 levels of pathophysiology. This will be the pathophysiology 1, right? And the prerequisites for pathophysiology 1 will be human anatomy and physiology. Then in addition, 409. 409 is kind of similar to 209, but in terms of the depths of that research that you have to study, it is just more intense, right? So as you can tell by the credit hours, 2 credits as opposed to 1 credit. So these are the required courses for this major. Now, how about the electives? So as I mentioned earlier, there are 23 credits, 2 lower division and 21 upper division. So the lower division classes could be either medical terminology or nutrition. I know many students who came in with medical terminology. They took medical terminology in high school, for example. So of course, that credits can be transferred in. And this upper level biology classes, we have a quite long list. So in other words, you have this freedom to choose the class that you would like to take. So I would suggest you to sit down with your advisor and go over all these classes and to determine what you would like to take. So all the classes are only offered once a year. So you do have to have a plan of what classes you will be taking, for example, in the spring, in the winter, or in the fall. Okay, so this we have also a statistics that is an upper statistics class. That is also one of the upper elective class. Then we have a couple more other classes which is not on the list. Now, let me give you an example. If you are interested in applying for medical schools, what are some required courses and what are some classes that will be helpful for your application? You are required to have a year long of general biology, a year long of chemistry, physics, and a year long of organic chemistry. And you need some biochemistry, as you know that in order to apply for medical school, you have to take MCAT, all right? MCAT includes some biochemistry. So biochemistry is also a required core courses in our program. And maths, cell biology, for example, and psychology as well as sociology. And some other courses, such as anatomy and physiology, this is actually a required courses as well, right? But having this definitely help you in terms of establishing your qualification when you apply for medical school. Pathophysiology is another very important class. In other area, it would be nice to have some other classes taken. So this will be the classes from our electives, that long list I just showed you earlier. Writing classes and the more ethic classes. For example, ethics in medicine. This is a very popular classes on campus. So we also encourage our students to take that ethics class. Oregon Tech offers quite a few minors. So for those that are related to our program include chemistry, applied psychology, medical sociology, and math and physics. So all those are very popular, right? So you definitely could consider to complete one or even two of these minors during your time at Oregon Tech, in addition to get your major in biology and health science program. Student research projects are not required, but you are encouraged to look into the student projects. So we do have some faculties in our program who mentor students who are interested in working on a student research project. So I'm just giving you some examples of the student projects. As you can see, these are the data, the results presented by our students during a symposium we had last year. Something I would like to remind you of during your time at school, make sure you meet with your advisor at least once a term, okay? It is so important to know your professor, to know your advisor, and also let your advisor know you, right? So you have to meet with your advisor at least once a term. And also you have to understand the requirement of this program. So what are the courses that you have to take? What are those electives you have to take? When do you take those classes? So when you meet with your advisor, you can discuss your plan with your advisor, okay? So I cannot emphasize enough the importance of meeting with your advisor on a regular basis. And of course, you have to keep tracking your course works. So then you know where you are, what you are you on track? Or you are behind. So it is so important to know where you are in your journey pursuing this degree. So lastly, I just want to introduce our program faculty. I'm just like on behalf of them welcoming you to our program. So all these faculties, some of them teach physics, chemistry. Let me quickly go over each of them. Miss Elliott, she teaches histology, parasitology, companion animal, all those fun classes. And Dr. Gandhi, he teaches general biology and virology, as well as medical microbiology. Dr. Kinder is a physicist, so he teaches physics, of course, and he also teaches, some upper physics class, for example, biophysics. This is me, I teach human anatomy and physiology and some other upper elective courses as well. Dr. Land teaches medical genetics and organic chemistry. Professor McClure, she teaches immunology. She's also the advisor for pre-medical laboratory science. Dr. Usher teaches pharmacology and biochemistry, and he is also the department chair for the natural science department. Professor Schechtel teaches general chemistry, so you will see her when you take general chemistry class. So the last two, Professor Dr. Wild and Dr. Yan, they both are physicists, so they teach physics, of course. So again, I would like to, basically on behalf of all the faculty, welcome you to our program. All right, so I am also tasked to talk a little bit about medical laboratory science. So as I said earlier, Professor McClure is the advisor for a pre-medical laboratory science program. So if you are interested in, this dual degree, BHS/MLS, she will be definitely a great person to talk to. So medical laboratory science trains professionals to collect and detect changes in biological specimens that enable other healthcare providers to make diagnostic or treatment decisions for patients. So this is a very, very important discipline. So some areas in this medical laboratory science, such as microbiology, hematology, clinical chemistry, transfusion medicine, and molecular diagnostics. So in order to get into medical laboratory science program, you have to start a pre-program, all right, pre-medical laboratory science. So the early admission into this program starts in either Klamath Falls or Portland Metro campus. Portland Metro campus is in Wilsonville. So, but I suppose you all are in Klamath Falls campus. So but anyway, if you are interested in doing like a dual degree, especially, all right, and you need to talk to a Professor McClure. So how do you get into this program? A GPA of 3.25 and above, right? And the shadowing sites, there are lots of shadowing sites for this program, all right? So this is a short introduction of the medical laboratory science. So again, I would like to welcome you guys to Oregon Tech, welcome you to Biology, Health, Sciences program. I could not wait to see you in fall. Okay, I wish you all the best and have a great summer. Feel free to contact me if you have any questions regarding the program. So otherwise, I will see you in fall. Goodbye.